Good morning and welcome once again to the Arsenal President. How we're doing this beautiful Wednesday morning. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's adhere to our protocols here. Please strike the like button, very important. Subscribe to the channel if you're subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. If you're new to this space, new to this channel, please do not forget to strike the like button, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So what's on the menu? Arsenal interested in signing Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin as on the menu. We'll discuss the links to Zirkee, the player from Bologna that is close to being signing for AC Milan, but it's not yet there. But people are suggesting, since Arsenal have lost out on Sesko, maybe, just maybe, Arsenal have been interested in that. We'll discuss that. I will discuss Ramsdale. Is going to stay, is going to leave. And I'm going to discuss this comment that was left on my last video regarding David Luiz. So, like I said, if you're new to this channel, one more time, I have to remind you guys a lot of time. Please strike the like button, please subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, very important. Let's start with the comment. So, wisdom. See, this is not a echo chamber. You are free to actually disprove or disagree or debunk anything you think I've said wrong on my channel, which is an echo chamber. It's placed on an echo chamber. I am not the Lord know it all. Sometimes I might get certain things wrong, but I try as much as possible to be objective in my analysis, not to get most things wrong, but I'm human. If things happen like that, it is what it is. But based on the video when I said Douglas Luiz is not good enough, and I meant it 100%. Like you said, according to your logic, anything that decides to sell a player is because the player ain't good enough. You are being disingenuous, wisdom. That you are taking my commentary out of context genuinely. You are taking it out of, you are not analyzing the commentary I made in good faith. You're being a contrarian. That's what I meant. I'm saying, if Douglas Luiz is that player, why will Aston Villa sell him after qualifying for the Champions League? Why will Aston Villa sell him when they can keep him? Because they have billionaire owners. They can afford to keep their best players. Why would they sell a player that is that good, that will provide them much more quality in their team? Is because he's not that guy. And as an Arsenal supporter, as you claim, and I'm thinking you are actually an Arsenal supporter, you cannot, NOT, you should not be thinking Douglas Luiz will take us to the next level. You come on, the numbers, the statistics, the eye test, he doesn't pass them. He's not a marquee player. He's not a player that will take us to the next level. Now, as he has sporadic good games, yes, I agree with you. He has had some few good games. But Arsenal should not be signing players who have sporadic good games. We should sign players who can have 80% good games most of the time. Douglas Luiz is a good player. I'm not saying he's a horrible player. Don't misconstrue me. Don't deliberately misrepresent my thought process and my commentary. I am just saying he is not that player that can come into our midfield and take us to the next level. He can't. So you can't be championing Arsenal to go to the next level, to bridge the supposed gap between we and Man City, and you sub them. Arsenal should go to Europe and do well against the big boys, and you are thinking of signing Douglas Luiz. I'm sorry. Juve are not a big boy of European football anymore. So him going, say, some of you start saying, boys, going to Juve. Juve are not that team. Let's not superimpose the history of Juve. Juve used to be that team that time, but right now, for the past few years, Juve is not that team. So Douglas Luiz cannot be that great, and Aston Villa will decide to part ways with him. It does not make no sense. So don't misrepresent my thought process and my commentary regarding Douglas Luiz. He's a good player, but he's not the player that will take us to the next level, and that's objective facts. Objective facts. I understand most Arsenal fans, or even fans in general, we are used to this new toy syndrome. Any player your club is linked to, you don't want to do your homework on the player. Oh, let's sign him. No. Arsenal is not a rehab center. We should be signing every time they can hurry. We should have a baseline for the quality of players we are signing. So I hope, Mr. Wisdom, you understand what I mean, right? So you don't leave comment like this, because you are just being disingenuous with this comment. You're just being disingenuous with this comment. So that is by the by. Let me take it off of the screen. So let's discuss this link to the Real Madrid player, goalkeeper. Arsenal are interested in signing Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin. He has been a very good goalkeeper, can play with the feet, good shot stopper. But Arsenal already committed to signing David Raya. I had a fantastic long spell with Arsenal this last season, Golden Glove. I saw some people in the comment section say, yes, Arsenal are ruthless, so Arsenal might decide not to go ahead to trigger the option to buy David Raya and go for this goalkeeper. See the difference between being ruthless and being silly and being wicked. There might be a thing like between them, but come on. They've already had a fantastic season with Arsenal. He's tested and trusted. He knows the team. Why we just dish that for a new shining toy? You see, the way fans are so fickle and so overly reactionary is disturbing these days. I am happy. Most of you would never come near to have the authority that you think you have on Twitter or on X or on comment section to run the club because you run it on your fickle, gross emotionality. Oh, so let's ditch David Raya. We had on loan, had a fantastic season to go and get a new shiny toy that is not tested and trusted because he has similar traits. Yeah, I'm not saying he might not have similar traits, but David Raya is tested and trusted. There's a set fee. How much do you think Real Madrid will want for this goalkeeper if they decide to part ways with him? So I get it. It's wishful thinking, right? Let's just say something on the internet. They just get excited. But as much as it looks good, and he might be a good alternative if Ramsdale decides to leave. What I mean, Ramsdale decides to leave because a lot of you are so sure Ramsdale will leave. Ramsdale signed a new contract last season. So if Arsenal don't get the required money, there is no need to rush Ramsdale out of the building. He might be unhappy, but there's no need to rush him. So this this fake, but it's fake guarantee that Ramsey is going to leave. It's not guaranteed. He might be unhappy. It doesn't mean Arsenal has to just chuckle and take a loss on him. It's not going to happen. If we don't get the required money for Ramsdale, he will be this backup goalkeeper. I don't care if he's sucking on the bench. He remains committed to Arsenal. He signed a contract. He's going to stay. I'm not going to fall for the school of thought that, oh, we just have to force a way to sell Aaron Ramsdale. I'm not saying if the right money comes, right opportunity comes, we shouldn't sell him. Sell him. But we are not going to be held hostage, right? We're not going to take a loss on Aaron Ramsdale. We're not going to take a loss. If the required fee doesn't come in, don't send him on loan. He will be the backup goalkeeper. It'll be enough games for him to play next season. And at least he will get used to understanding that sometimes you can fall from being number 1 to number 2, and that's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. And on the flip side, I'm not saying we shouldn't sell him if the right money comes. If the right money comes, you sell him. There is no desperate. They don't need to be desperate to sell him because Arsenal still hold all the aces in terms of length of contract. Right? It might be England number 2. The press might be printing and saying all kinds of things. That doesn't mean anything in real time. The press are allowed to say whatever I want to say. Aaron Ramsdale will still be an Arsenal player if we don't get a suitable offer. We are not the club that are just going to be dashing out players at a loss. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I want him sold because I don't want the player that is sulking in the camp, but he has to see if he doesn't bring in the required suitor, he will suck it up and understand that he is number 2 until him and his agent can bring a required suitor to get out of the door. We are not selling Ramsdale at a loss, and that's just it. That's just it. We're not going to be bullied by the media or bullied by fan power to do certain things. Like, fans are so fickle and they think they know certain things. Most of you don't know certain things, and that's fair. But stop trying to push a narrative that is not just sound, and yet you turn around and insult the club for taking a loss on players. But yet, let's find a way to get him out of the door. Let's go and sign this new goalkeeper from Real Madrid. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So I still, the fact that Newcastle pulled out of the deal potentially to sign Ramsdale, it looks like Aaron Ramsdale might still have one or two more seasons at Arsenal. It is what it is. He might not be happy that he's not starting, but he's a professional player and has to deal with it. It is what it is. Now we know Arsenal actually missed out on Sesko, decided to stay back at RB Leipzig, and then the aggression of the link to Zirkee have resurfaced. Now we know, according to reports, Zirkee is close to agreeing a deal to join AC Milan from Bologna. Now, he's a player I've now looked at in the past, they've been linked to, but he is not the required quality, in my opinion. And we are not desperate to get a conventional number 9. I'm not saying we won't bring in a forward player or an attacking threat, but a conventional number 9, we're not desperate. Like, how many quality conventional number 9 are out there for us to get? There's a quality that are out there for us to get, reasonable price, affordable price, and their parent club are ready to part ways with them. They are not too much. So sometimes what we are saying on the internet is not just real. One more time, don't tell me about Osimhen. He is not good enough for us. Osimhen is not better than Kai Havertz. Yeah, he is not. Osimhen is not better than Jesus. Don't tell me about his exploit 2 seasons ago. What did he do last season? What did he do at the AFCON? Ivan Toney. What did he do after January this past season? These are players that are getting a lot of gas through PR, through the press, through naive fans. Osimhen and Toney are not the required quality that will take us or that will move the needle at Arsenal. They are not. Especially the overrating of Osimhen, the fees attached to Osimhen. Like, no sensible club will go near Osimhen. With that transfer fee, that is no sense, and we know how Napoli can be difficult for a player that is not that great. A one-season wonder. It's not that, so it's not going to happen. So this Zirkee links is just paper talk. We know there is nothing substantial. There is nothing keen on it. Arsenal are not keen on this player. They've looked at him in the past. Arsenal might have shown interest, but nothing that moves the needle regarding this player. So I don't see it happening. And I won't be surprised, like I mentioned a few moments ago, that if Arsenal doesn't get a conventional striker, because we still have strikers in the team. Sesko was a market opportunity, a very, very good one. And as I said to stay, there's no need to panic. Oh, we have to get a striker. We don't have to get a striker. If the right opportunity comes, we'll do it, but we don't have to get a striker. Let's see if Arsenal will get another attacking player, maybe a winger, a non-traditional number 9. Maybe if a market opportunity arises or the player is available on the market for an affordable price and the parent club are willing to sell, we'll do it. But people just shouting, go and buy Rodrigo, like Real Madrid, let go of Rodrigo. It's not going to happen. Go and buy Isaac, like Newcastle will not be quoting 200 million, quoting 150, 200 million pounds. Those kind of things will not happen. I understand fans, we want the best for our club. We want our club to show ambition. But we have to show ambition rightly and sensibly, right? You have to be able to afford the ambition you're showing. So right now, let's simmer down. Let's calm down. The transfer window I just started. There's still two months to go. There's still Euros to go. Let's calm down. Calmer. There's no need to rush, and there's no need to panic. We have a very fantastic team, and I'm sure Mikel Arteta, Richard Garlick, and Edu will supplement this team with the required quality that can take us to the winnings of trophies we won next season and the pattern of play and record points in Arsenal's history. So let's calm down. So I understand the anxiety, but you need to chill a bit. A lot of you need to chill. So we've discussed Zirkee. We've discussed Arsenal supposed interest in Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin, and we've discussed Aaron Ramsdale. Like I said, I like Aaron Ramsdale. I understand his frustrations not being number 1, but if you don't get into the building a suitable suitor to get him, he remains number 2. There is no rush. There's no need to get him out of the building. No matter how the media want to push the fact that he is unhappy and he's sulking, he's a professional. He signed a contract, and you are there by the terms of that contract. So on your way out, please be kind enough one more time to strike the like button. Very, very important for the growth of this channel and for us to be prominent in the algorithm. Please strike the like button. Please subscribe. You have to subscribe and make sure you turn on your notification bell. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.